Hi there, my name is Michelle Zigler and I'm a graduate reference assistant at Ellis Library. Today I'm going to be interviewing our librarian Gwen Gray, who's our business, economics, and entrepreneurship librarian. What makes a subject librarian important to students?
You know, what I used to hear from people was that the internet, nobody needs a library now. But I think what we're finding is, in some ways we're needed more than ever because there's so much out there, it's hard to interpret what's good, what's bad. It's the whole information literacy idea. So I think subject librarians we're still good, although I feel like we have to sell ourselves a lot harder than what we used to. You still need people who are informed about what's going on in chemistry, for example. What are the resources that are out there? And also you need people who understand what's happening in terms of information, how it's splintering. If you look at can I mention a name? Like Janice Dicer, who's one of our science librarians. She knows about chemistry, she knows about biology, she knows about biochemistry.
Very different sciences.
Very different sciences, both applied and biological. But she also understands how the publishing world works. She understands how you get promotion and tenure and how all these different pieces of data fit together, like what's an impact factor and does it really mean anything? She can put all this stuff into context. So she's very good at talking to her faculty and her graduate students and her postdocs about that. And they really rely on her. I feel like it's almost like education in general. We ask schools to be a lot of things to the pupil, and we're asking libraries to be a lot of things to all people. So provide all the resources we need, provide instruction, tell us about scholarly communication, curate our data for us. You know, there's just all these roles, but we don't have expanded budgets to fulfill these. So it's really interesting how we're trying to shuffle what we do and still keep up with what people want us to do and what we want to do for them too.
So another question that I have is, are there any ways that you can encourage undergraduates to seek out the library and seek out subject librarians?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I think the best way to get to them is to find the influencers. You need those people who are connected in their network who say, hey, I got this. Did you know that they can do that? If you can get that person, then they spread it to their network, who spreads it to their network. What did they say, like detectives, you have to do the shoe leather. You just get out, talk to people.
All right, so for our final question, I just wanted to ask, is there anything else you'd like to mention about your job or working in libraries that you think would be important to mention?
I think libraries are a really interesting place to work. One thing I like about being in Ellis Library, and what I always liked about working at the reference desk, is I get to see students, and I get to hear their questions, I get to see what they're wearing, I get to, it's a whole experience, yeah. And I enjoy that part about what we do. And I think, again, people thought the internet was going to kill the library and the librarian, but it really hasn't.